Everybody hold your water.
Ready? What's that?
Balls, balls, balls.
Triple shot.
Balls, green 18. Green 18, 10. Hey.
All right, we're back in the film room here. We got the Rhino, Alex Boone, Jeremiah Sirles, 16 years of NFL trenches experience. I'm Phil Mackey, and I'll just be sitting here asking dumb questions. And the Chicago Bears, the current #1 seed in the NFC, not only is Caleb Williams taking a step forward, but they have one of the best running games in the NFL. We've highlighted them a couple times on film breakdowns. They went into Philadelphia a few days ago and absolutely walked the ball through their souls for over 200. The third time in the last 7 games, the Bears have run for over 200 yards.
Which is
unbelievable.
Obviously, Ben Johnson knows what he's doing, right?
Right.
We started
He's not
out
done it
this
twice.
Listen, we started out this season and it was kind of like, okay, let's pull the reins back. How do we do that? Let's get the run game going, right? We have 2 guys who Manungai's been coming on. He is, without a doubt, a bowling ball of butcher knives. And if you get in the way of him, he's going to hurt you, right? But then you talk about Swift and his ability to get to the edge, make that cut. But who's doing all this? It's the offensive line. And we've been talking about them since the offseason when we were like, dude, they put a massive onus on going out, getting smart players, getting tough players, right? Darnell Wright has come onto his own. How many memes do we see of him just fucking filleting defensive ends? And we're like, yep, he's coming on, right? Ben Johnson goes, hey, it doesn't all have to be with Caleb. I don't want him doing this willy-nilly thing in the backfield. Let's just hand it off a little bit. Let's play action more. And you talk about the ability to do that when you have so many players on your team that you can't even keep track of that many. Between DJ Moore and Rome Odunze and Olamide Zaccheaus, and all of a sudden you're talking about Cole Kmet and Loveland, and you're like, holy shit, dude, this is a lot of guys. How are we going to do this? We're going to spread them every which way. And that's what Ben's also great at, is showing you different looks, moving people around. Dude, it's so fun.
This offense, skill-wise, is better than what he had in Detroit last year. I believe
that's a hot take. That's a hot take for Tuesday. I do not stand with that. I am not standing with that.
I think the weapons that he has in Chicago right now are better than what he had in Detroit last year.
Wow.
What?
I need to process.
Dude, I don't think I can right now.
Jameer Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. Dude, David Laporta.
Sam
Amon-Ra.
David
Jameis.
Laporta. Who's David Laporta? Get sensitive. Get sensitive.
Be sensitive. Hold on.
Get sensitive.
Show me those palms.
It's Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta.
There you go.
You know what? That name
I'm going to give you a
hit me.
CTE fine.
That
I'm going to give you
that was my Rodney Harrison fine where I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? Who?
What was the question?
Sorry. Hey, we can laugh because I have those moments where I go, seriously, what are we talking about? Like, hey, when I go to work sometimes, they look at me, and like the new people look at me and they'll be like, what's wrong with him? And Bill and Eric will be like, oh yeah, he gets like this. He glitches out sometimes. I'm like, oh God, it's terrible.
I think Jeremiah literally just glitched out. Actually, look at it.
That's an SFR fine for sure, too. Anyways, listen, hold on. Don't bring him back yet. Don't bring him back.
I think he's gone. I don't know.
Good.
We'll get the
Don't bring him back
yet.
Stop. He did not just say that this team is more talented than the Lions last year.
Okay, their overall. Jameer Gibbs is the best running back.
That's ballsy, dude.
But the Bears Swift is looking really good. Receivers.
Amon-Ra,
I know,
Williams.
but like more.
Dude, but last year, I'm trying to think of who they had other guys last year. Like they had, was it?
I'm in the dark.
Franklin?
I lost power in my house, so.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting in my basement, and all of a sudden, everything in my house turned off. So,
all right. So we're gonna, instead of this being a film breakdown, we're turning this into it's a Bears. You know, actually, what if I grab the film? You want me to grab the film? I'll grab the film.
I am powerless.
I don't even think we need to,
dude.
dude. This hot take that you just threw out here, we need you to defend yourself quickly.
I will defend myself.
Go. By the way, I hate being in the middle. I don't want to be.
Listen.
Sorry.
I'm so frazzled right now. My wife's cooking on our electric stove. We have no food. Our pets' heads are falling off. But hey, we soldier on here. I mean, okay, think about it. From an offensive line perspective, Dahlman, Jonah, Joe Thuney, Darnell Wright, Ozzie Trupolo.
Okay.
You look at it from a receiver's perspective, in Detroit, you had Amon-Ra, who is one of the greatest, right? But he's also a focal point. And so now you look at it and you go, okay, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Zacchaeus, I think is a better tandem of 3 than Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and who is wide receiver 3.
Well, last year it was Tim Patrick. There was I'm trying to think of who
Right,
else
and so
was.
I'm saying that those 3 are better than the three that were in Detroit last year. Like those 3 alone are better than the 3.
And the Bears' collective tight ends, again, it's like there's a couple where you could say I'll take Laporta as the number 1
That's
tight
what
end
I'm
in the
saying.
room,
Like,
but the
I'm
Bears have depth.
I'm not saying player A to player B. I'm saying overall the weapons that Chicago has from the depth perspective.
I don't agree with the O-line either. Last year's O-line was insane. Panay, dude, we're talking about a guy who didn't even have a hamstring, and he still tried to come back, and Frank Ragnow. They had Zeitler, right? You have Decker. Dude, that's where I'm like, listen, you're confusing their scheme and their ability to jump out and like spread the field with like last year's Lions, dude. They put up points and it was like, wow, these dudes are dominant at times. I think they put up like 52 points at one point last year, and it was like these guys are on a roll, and they made those guys good, right? Same thing, the scheme, but like it was their defense that failed them last year. It wasn't their offense.
I'm popping. I got the film up for you guys. Just
pull it. Let's go.
Come on.
Talk us through it. Shout out numbers and whatever you want me to
try and look
highlight
at it on my tiny ass screen here.
Here we go.
Turn it sideways.
Hey, Jay, I'll talk to you. Here we go. Ready?
I'm here. I can do it. I'm ready.
2 by 2.
The body's
We're 2 by
willing. I
2.
can see it. I'm zoomed in. We're good.
We're 2 by 2. We got a nickel front. Yeah, it looks like an even. Oh, we got motion. Commits in motion. Oh, I love this.
Look at the right side of the line of scrimmage.
Caves in.
Just absolute cave down city.
Y'all
Look at it. The guy we just talked about, Darnell Wright and Jonah Jackson.
Here we
Watch
go,
the right
baby.
side. Right, watch the right side.
Against
watch those two.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, that's not a slap.
This
right?
is how you tee off on these dudes. This is called making it equal. Oh,
Dude,
my
look
God.
at
I
that.
could drive my
Okay,
truck through there.
Hold on a second. Where was the ball?
It was on the other hash. It was on the other hash.
No.
It was on
I'm not even kidding you.
other hash.
I'm not even kidding, dude. This
the ball
is
was
why.
snapped here.
Hey,
He hits the hole here, and they cleared out
when you talk
everybody.
about why do we do this kind of thing, look at the movement and look how Darnell Wright just beats the piss out of Jalen Carter. So now it's not just Jalen Carter pass rushing us all the time. It's us beating on him, right? Us getting him back. And here comes Monunga. I don't mind him, who's just going to run through you. Dude, this is so well blocked. And by the way, I love Ozzie Trupolo at left tackle. I don't know why. I feel like he's such a fitting left tackle for Chicago.
And also, like, such an interesting wrinkle here is DJ Moore in the backfield. Right, that's DJ Moore up at the fullback position. And so when you say,
I think we got to take Jay out. I think Jay's mic is crapping
It's
up
okay.
there. Jay's reception is Jay,
Once
go off your
hey.
Wi-Fi and go on to like your LTE.
Once
I'll show you
again,
some more. Look at these gashes.
It's kind of like what Jay just said, this scheme, right? Ben does such a great job of moving people around that it forces the defense to go, why is he here? What is he doing? What are they doing, right? That's why this is so fun, because they're just messing with them in all these different... Look, there's motion again, right? Oh, it's not motion. We're cutting the 3 technique, right? This would have been called insert or slice. We would have called this 96 slice. Why? Because we're going to slice back and slice the 3 technique. This is a brutal play. This is like, instead of cutting the defensive end, we're going to change it up and cut the 3 technique. Why? Because we never cut the 3 technique. That's some diabolical shit right there. That's what an offensive coordinator should be doing. Go back real quick, Mac, because I don't think I could see that enough, right? Another chance for us as an offense to attack the defense in a way that they've never seen before. Pause. This is also a way for us to cut the defense. And you know what I mean by this, Matt. Go ahead, drop my line. As soon as we cut this 3 technique, we're trying to cut the defense. So we're saying, you guys stop here. Look at Ozzie. He's on a money backside against, I believe that's Hunt. So he's going to hold space there, right? Don't let him inside, Ozzie. Mm-hmm. At the same time, Tooney, you're going to come through and you're going to climb on Bond, right? 53. And all of a sudden we have Komet coming back and cutting the 3 technique. So this is where we're cutting the defense. Front side, we want you to run these guys. Run them off the ball, right? We got a single going to the front side linebacker. Dude, this is such a fun play. And this 3 technique now, every time he comes out of his stance and nobody blocks him, what's he going to think? He's going to be like, shit, they're cutting me again, right? So he's going to start to slow down. This
And
is
isn't that,
another
and
way
that's
to
part
slow
of the
them
value
down.
of running the ball. Period is you
Yes.
do make these dudes think
See,
twice
the
about.
problem is so many people go, well, why would we run the ball? You have a shitty offensive coordinator. Go back. They're clearly not doing fun shit like this where it's like, hey, y'all want to see a dead body? Watch this. We're going to try and cut his knees out from underneath him. This is so diabolical and fun at the same time because the offensive line knows what's about to happen, and they're like, yeah, you think you're just going to tee off on us and twist game us? We're just going to chop your legs out from underneath you. It's how we make things even. And it's fun because it's the little bit of like, well, what's going to happen next? Instead of like, here comes power.
And then there's just something to it's nice to hit a big pass play, but there's just, as you guys have said, we've been watching film on the O-Line Committee channel. Click that subscribe button, the like button if you enjoy these for 3 years now. And there's just something demoralizing for a defense and draining and exhausting for a defense to get blown off the ball like this and to just be hit from every which direction. It's a message being sent by the Chicago Bears.
It's basically a we're tougher than you message, right? And we're not going to allow you to tee off on our young quarterback. And that's why I love what Ben's doing, right? He's setting the tempo. We're not going to let a team who's known to come after the quarterback and beat the shit out of him. We're not going to let you do that. Why? Because we're just going to run the ball. We're going to just beat the living piss out of you up front and see how much you want to do this. Here we go. Once again, we're leaving people unblocked, but for a reason. And we're leaving Jalen Carter. We're leaving one of the number one 3 techniques completely unblocked. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be like this because at times when you get down here, things get crazy, but we leave him unblocked and we still walk in here. Watch this. And that's exactly where the ball hits. This is wild, man. Watch this. So we come down. See how he flashes? He kind of, Darnell Wright flashes Jalen Carter and then blocks out. It's to hold Jalen Carter from coming directly inside and blowing this play up. You'll see as he sets, he kind of throws a hand in his face. Hold on, play it real slow.
Boom.
See, see how he crosses the hand across his face? It's to kind of pull his eyes to go with you. Like you're drawing his attention and you're like, come with me real fast. And as soon as he does it, there's 2 pullers, but they get pushed back. Now, Jordan Davis is like a Volkswagen Beetle. So if you think you're just going to block this dude, you better be ready, right? Like we're talking Haloti Nada big dude. They don't really get him blocked, but what I love here is this receiver comes in here, and I can't see who that is. Is that Alameda? No.
This
That's
guy on the bottom of
Komet.
the screen. The guy.
It's right here, blocking Blankenship. 32. See him coming in right there?
Yeah.
Number 10. Is that Alameda?
Block. Yep. There we go. Blocking 32. Yeah. Look at
Yep.
that. And then the tight end's coming through on the man.
Exactly, dude. This is such an awesome play, and it's made by that receiver coming in here. I'm gonna find out who it is right now.
Let me watch it one more time. Look at this beauty.
Such a beautiful play.
Bang. And Blankenship had a shot there, but I'll roll the next one.
No, it's not Alameda.
Little motion across here again. Similar. So this is the same play they ran for the 30-yard chunk on the first play.
Dude.
So they're using, and they're it's similar, but they're using like just this is what the Lions did under Ben Johnson for years, like very similar, I guess, similar scheme, but different personnel, different packages.
You know what it is? It's a lot in your face at once, and it's everything that look at these formations. They're all over the place, right? It's constant moving. It's constant. Where's he going? Why is he going there? Because if you're playing defense, you can't just be playing like, I know we joke about them being stupid, but they can't be dumb all the time. They have to be like, why is this guy going here? How are they trying to get us out of position? Why are we out of position now, right? They're thinking too. And the more we just keep moving and we're like, hey, nobody has to change our calls. Just keep the calls the same, right? We know where everyone's going to go, because the problem is if you start making calls early and as the motions happen, you start switching your calls, they can figure out where the play's going based on what we're saying. So you start off going, hey, listen, he's not here, but we're going to be this, all right? He's going to show up in a minute. And the guy will be like, all right, got it. And then all of a sudden he shows up and you look at him like, see? And all of a sudden it's like the defense is like, I wonder what they're doing. This is, once again, well blocked. And I love how we have almost everybody on the left side of the screen, and we're going to run everybody over there, and the ball's just going to cut back because of this overflow. And it's technically, we don't block a linebacker, and they're still wide open.
Let's go back here. So I have I'm going to dumb this down, and you tell me if I'm right. There's so the goal is to run the ball right here, and there's 2 ways to create an opening to run the ball right here. Right?
Other way.
Huh?
It goes
What do
the
you
other way. The ball goes the other way.
What?
The ball is supposed to be run to the left and then cut back to the right.
Oh,
You
I
had it
got
run.
you.
Yeah. You're good.
Let's run it one more time, and then I have a thought off this. I want to watch it again though because it looks like, is it an optical illusion? It is. Yeah. Okay. He bounces it. I got it. He bounces back. But so there's two ways to create a hole like this. You could either just straight up block a hole, but the way that the way that Ben Johnson does it is he schemes openings in the passing game and the running game.
Go back a little bit.
By taking 3 players out of the play without blocking them or with motions.
And
like a lot of this is created without blocking anyone, right? It's the motion there carries the defense over that way, and then these two guys run themselves out of the play, and now boom.
One more time. Alameda, that is Alameda, number 14. When he runs across, like you said, watch the safeties. They're going to rock and roll. We call this rocking and rolling. Blankenship's going to come down. See how they come down this way, and then he goes, nope. Pause. So now we have the safety down, and we know that we're going to press the ball that way, so he's going to be like, I'm in this, but we know the ball should naturally cut back.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. We know that always. We always know when it's cutting back. That's why this is great. But wait, there's more. Ready? 81 is going to bust it right out of the backfield and book it out of there. Like you said, he's going to take somebody with him because somebody has to cover him, which creates this natural opening. See, it's right there. I think it's the Kobe Dean. 17 starts running with him, right? At the same time, number 2, DJ Moore, his job is like, hey, if this guy is a threat, try and get in his way. If he's not, you just run this way. Now pause this, because this could look also like a naked. And what happens is they take a picture of this and they go, okay, if we were to run naked here, this is who's open. DJ Moore's technically going to be open. So, hey, the next time we run naked, we're thinking we're going DJ Moore, right? Because they're going to see this same action, so they're all going to play it the same, and now all of a sudden we just pass it to DJ. It's kind of like a precursor to, like, if we want to run this, who could we throw it to, and would he be open, right?
Yeah.
Dude, just so many answers to a
So
test.
if this was naked right here,
You're
he's
going
open.
Well, he's also paused. He kind of goes backwards. If you go back a little bit, you see he drifts into the backfield. If this were a naked, he would ride the asses of the O-line, so he would be further into the line.
Right.
Like he'd be more at the 22. So running across here, exactly. And so now there's your triangle, right? You have 81. You have Roma Dunze, who's probably going to bust a corner route, and then you have number 2. Or no, he's running an over. But it's the same thing, right? You need a triangle effect when you run your nakeds, and that's your triangle effect. Oh. Such a great job, dude. Swift, he's so stud.
And Bears fans, you can count on one hand since the 1940s how many times they've had a top 5-ish offense, yardage scoring. And there's probably still 3 or 5 years of Caleb Williams growth because he's only been in the league for 2 years. But this is how you help him too. You scheme it up, you run the football,
take a lot off his plate, right? And at the same time, beat up the defense, beat on the corners, make the corners tackle, make the safeties tackle. Look at this, make these guys tackle. You're not tough unless you show me you're tough. In order to be tough, you have to make these tackles. Anybody can hit a receiver. They're string beans. Will you tackle Swift? Will you step in front of Manungai? We'll find out. We're just going to throw them at you a million times.
Yeah.
This is... Wow. I love this because it hits front side, and this is like one of the things that keeps most teams honest. Like you have to always be honest because we always see everything cut out the back. This is like a weak set, a Wanda, some sort of one back, Wanda, pause right there. We have a double climbing on the linebacker right now. Alameda does a great job of blocking, which creates this run lane right here. DJ Moore's climbing on the safety, right? Backside, we have Dahlman and Tooney climbing right now. Dahlman does such a great job of reaching this nose right here where he's got such great leverage, right? Ozzy.
Let's go back and watch the climb here. So number 52. Watch the climb 52. You can't see his number, but the center right here.
Center.
That you're talking about. So he's got to get is he getting to this shoulder?
Yeah, it's
right
a
here?
single that starts to a double when they blitz inside. So like right
he
there,
he helped you out there a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell that they were talking like, hey, double, right? And all of a sudden it allows them to keep this. We used to say shoulder to shoulder, boulder to boulder, which you can only see white jerseys right now, which makes the lane clearly defined for the running back. The receiver just steps in front enough. DJ Moore's over here blocking as well, right? Like that's another thing. They bring that from the Lions too. If you want to run the ball well, receivers got to block. You have to block. And if you do that, things open up down the field later in the game. And it's kind of a you eat, we all eat type thing. And once the offense buys in, which it looks like Chicago's starting to buy in, they become trouble, dude. And this is another one, right? Like just Big piles. Big piles are fun because it kind of hurts the defense, right? Beats up on them a little bit. Forces you to kind of throw a few punches in the ribs. Maybe gouge an eye. Maybe rip a couple jaws open. Like, you do your thing.
Rip someone's heart out of their chest.
Like, dude, you do what you got to do. Look
and
at that.
Dude, credit to Swift. DeAndre Swift is I know he's taken some lumps over the years, and there's been some things, but like he's a good, solid running back for this system too, man. I'm sure at some point they'll go out and draft someone in the first round. Whoever their Jameer Gibbs is.
You know what it is? But he's their David Montgomery, in my opinion, right? Like the punishing back, right? They don't really have, dude. Jameer Gibbs is such a conundrum in my mind. He's so explosive and fast. You're like, Jesus.
This was a backbreaker in the third quarter here. This was like, the Eagles have had a hell of a time all game, but now you got the Bears backed up. Here we go. Eagles going to get back in this thing. Let's rock and roll. 3 and out, force a punt, flip the field. You got the ball at midfield. No. Not
a chance.
Not happening.
I think last week when you and I picked this winners, you and I were the ones that picked Chicago to win.
I flipped it. I think I flipped it the last minute.
Oh, did you?
Eagles. I think
so.
I did.
My big thing was that they were going to run the ball. Like against a pass rushing defense, you should run the ball. And Ben Johnson is very smart. He did not disappoint us. But at the same time, the offensive line didn't disappoint, right? They knew the assignment, and they were like, listen, in order for us not to have to block 65 times, we got to beat the shit out of these dudes. And once again, great job climbing, just getting enough. Manungai creeps right through there. He's so speedy. Dude, this is simple as it gets. Strong side zone. I mean, it's crazy. And I like, too, little motion. I like how they don't put their tight ends on the end, right? It allows the tackle to run off the ball and do his job. Tackles block ends. We don't allow tight ends to block them. It's just great. It's a great idea, right? It's very rarely would you see that, but Ben Johnson's like, listen, I'm not. These ends are stacked, dude. I'm not. You're not getting these dudes. Let's let our big boys go after them.
And then the tight end can climb up to the second level and spring an explosive play. I want to show you one more here. I want to show you. I'd put one pass play in here because I think it kind of proves your point about if you run, and then all of a sudden an opportunity opens up, it's just inside the 30 for a home run shot here.
13 personnel.
Looks like it, right?
Yep.
13
3 tight
there.
ends, 1 receiver, 1 running back. What do you think we're doing? We're probably running it.
Well, or.
Oh, wait. But what does the defense think you're doing? Because you can tell what they think you're doing. You can tell right away. They're like, this was the left-handed pass, or the naked left that I was like, such a pretty ball for going to the left. It looks so weird when you really watch this because you're like, it just doesn't look right. But
well, how many quarterbacks even, like at this point, your whole body is running out to the left.
Yeah.
You have a nice, easy 7-yard gain here if you want it, right? Most quarterbacks just take that easy play. Caleb Williams throws fading away, back across to the middle of the field, 30 yards, bang.
Drop in the bucket, dude.
Unbelievable.
Frisky and fun, man. That's what he calls himself. It's the same thing. Go back real quick. Watch these safeties come out of nowhere into the box. Like they're just like, man, we gotta stop this run, right? Like no matter what. And it's kind of what ends up getting them is you can see at one point all 11 defenders in this box, and it's like that's why you're not going to win. Look, they're creeping down so slow. There's one in the middle whose helmet's popping in right now. Like they'll do anything to stop this. And honestly, I think they would have gotten a better fake had they not rolled. This is more of a roll left where the running back goes the opposite way, right? The O-line's running like a 96, but the running back goes to the left. So it kind of like the defense knows it's not a run. Had they run it a true naked to the other way, I bet you this is completely wide open because everyone's trying to stop that run.
Interesting.
It's a great throw, though, man. Great throw. Great job in the bucket. Boys look hot.
Bears, man. The Bears are.
The Bears.
Also, pour one out for Jeremiah's electricity, his internet.
That's a ding. That's a stupid rookie fine.
Where's
Coach,
the generator?
my internet broke.
Where's the generator at?
Yeah, right? Become prepared next time. Rookie.
Go start a fire with your hands, Jeremiah. All right, Booney. It's just like we had fun for 2 years breaking down Ben Johnson's Lions offense. It's one of the more fun offenses to break down, and now the Chicago Bears have it, and the number 1 seed right now in the NFC. So
that's insane, dude.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, for the Rhino, I am Phil. For our fallen internet and electricity man, Jeremiah. This is the O-Line Committee, another film breakdown. Click that like button, the subscribe button. We'll see you next time.